It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide or lunch friend today, if you will, on this special edition of the East Daily Download. We are outside at a picnic table waiting for our friend John from the East Daily Download to show up and bring the cast and the crew lunch for the show. He went to pick some up, so now we wait. And we're waiting, and yeah. Anyway, we've got a big show in store for you today. We've got a lot of great local stories. Kelsey will check in with Feel Good Friday. We're going to be live at Whirligig Stage. But before we do any of that, what we want to do is check in with our good friend Shayla Reeves, who's the anchor of both WNCT 9 on Your Side News at 5, 6, and 11, but also co-anchor of Eastern North Carolina CW News at 10 with our good friend Angie Casada. So Shayla is going to join us to tell us what she's working on in this week's Let's Craft. Let's check it out.
Add an extra touch to party favors with painted wooden tags. On this episode of Let's Craft, I'll show you how. You'll need 3 things for this project: wooden tags, your favorite paint, and stickers. I purchased this bag of tags online. You can paint all the tags the same color or get creative. I painted one side gold. Once dried, I flipped and switched colors. A few hours later, I attached thank you stickers to complete. On this episode of Let's Craft, I'm Shayla Reeves.
Hi, I'm Ashley, and welcome to Let's Draw. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a spider. Let's get started. First, we'll start with an oval for its big main body, as most spiders' rears are usually much bigger than their heads. Make sure the bottom of the oval is a little flat on the bottom side. Next, we draw a circle for its head, close to the bottom of the larger oval. Then we draw 4 smaller circles staggered away from each other on each side, so we have 8 eyes total. Now we add 2 triangles curved towards each other for its little mandible mouth at the bottom of the circle. And finally, we add all 8 of its legs. I used 3 angular lines to simulate the creepy crawly legs that they have. Make sure to do 4 on each side and connect them to the oval. They get a little higher and smaller the more you go back because of foreshortening.
This summer, Lana Thompson and her family will hit the road in their trailer.
Because of COVID, we have decided to not fly like we usually do. We've decided to make it a full family adventure.
That adventure will take the family of 6 from North Carolina to Texas to visit family with all the comforts of home on board. While there is risk with any travel this summer because of the coronavirus, there are some things you can do to help reduce that risk. Dr. Jill Weatherhead is an infectious disease doctor at Baylor College of Medicine. She says first, consider the current COVID cases and amount of travelers visiting your destination.
Are you going to be able to maintain some of the practices that we've put into place during the course of this pandemic? And that means maintaining social distancing and wearing face coverings to help prevent transmission.
Next, weigh your transportation options. Planes, trains, and buses may put you in close contact with large numbers of people.
Wear a face covering, try and keep space between seats on the plane, and wiping down any commonly touched surfaces, chairs, handrails, and the tabletops.
And a car trip can mean less contact with others, but be cautious when stopping.
Bringing food and water with you or doing takeout, drive-through in order to reduce any sort of interaction with other individuals. And of course, during all of this, washing your hands either with soap or water or with an alcohol-based hand gel.
The Thompsons will follow that advice on the road.
I feel pretty comfortable with it. I feel like for us, it minimizes coming in contact with other people.
Trying to stay safe while having some fun. Nichelle Medina, CBS News, San Diego.
Oh, hey, we're back here in the East Daily Download. Speaking of the East Daily Download, this show, I am right now, as I sit here and wait for John to arrive with lunch for the cast and the crew of the show, I'm watching the WNCT mobile app, specifically the East Daily Download. Probably can't see it from that vantage point, but this was one of the graduation shows from a couple weeks ago. Looks good. Good job to everybody involved in that one. We have, this is an opportunity to tell you though, since we have a couple minutes here, about the app. Now it's free on Google Play and the App Store. And the significance of that is you can get it, download it, and you get WNCT 9 on your side local news from Eastern North Carolina. Man, we cover all of Eastern North Carolina. We are everywhere. Our reporters, anchors, weather, everything, we got you covered. And then with the First Alert Weather, you can get your forecast also on the WNCT mobile app. And this is hurricane season, so that's really helpful. And then we have a link to watch. I mean, we got Kelsey's Corner, we got Feel Good Friday, but more importantly, for what we're talking about right here, we have the East Daily Download. So you can click on that and watch any show you want to see. Okay, you know what I want to see right now? Lunch. Bryce is behind the camera nodding. She's like, thumbs up, Bryce? Yeah. So we're just waiting for John to arrive with lunch. He said he was going someplace special. He didn't tell us where. It's a surprise. So we'll find out together. Let's check this story out together right now.
A virtual film screening, Revisioning Recovery, is a free event hosted by a number of local Carteret and Craven County organizers. The goal is to bring awareness to what they believe are injustices seen during climate disasters.
We believe that stories have the power to catalyze action in communities.
On June 30th, Carolina Nature Coalition, Croatan Syria Club, NC Environmental Justice Network, Craven County, NAACP, and Working Films are hosting a free virtual event.
It's part film screening, part discussion afterwards, and it covers the inequities that are exacerbated during climate disasters.
People who attend will hear from local leaders working to address these issues, like the Carolina Nature Coalition.
It goes along with our mission to engage the citizens in meaningful community action.
Speakers say this event will open conversations on how to include more people in recovery efforts and create a new normal.
Inequality, which is the basis of why, hurricanes have affected, poor and people of color more. We're going to have to change that. And this is one of the things that the film relates to.
Organizers believe these screenings have the power to create change.
We see films as a way to bring audiences together so that they can hear directly from people who are experiencing the things that are covered in the documentaries. Hear direct stories, kind of be able to connect on a personal level.
Working Films will continue to hold these events throughout the year. We have information posted to WNCT.com if you would like to keep up with future film screenings. Ariana Kraft, 9 on your side.
It's time to laugh because we've assembled the funniest sitcoms of all time for you. Seinfeld. It was a show about nothing. Nothing but laughs.
Who wants to have some fun?
You can't put a price on Seinfeld.
Kramer's bursting into Jerry's apartment? That's the funniest thing.
Now, this priceless masterpiece can be yours for free.
There's nothing out there like this collection, except on Netflix and maybe Hulu.
Act now and you'll also receive the Goldbergs.
Oh, hey, welcome back to the East Daily Download. We're still waiting for the imminent arrival of our lunch for the cast and the crew of the show. John is nowhere to be found. He said that he was going somewhere special. Don't know where that was or is, but we are waiting patiently, I might add, patiently, very patiently, watching the East Daily Download right now. On the old WNCT mobile app. Don't forget also WNCT.com, which is another great resource for local news, first alert weather. Also has a download tab where you can watch this or any episode of the show. I'm going to put that down for right now. And I guess what we'll do is we will head out to Whirligig Stage and check in with this week's interview. And then a little bit later, we'll hear a performance as we patiently wait for lunch, not getting hungry at all. It's only, what, 12:15, 12:20, somewhere in there? Yeah, getting a little hungry. Okay, check this interview out from live at Whirligig Stage, and we'll be back here in a little bit.
Now downloading live at Whirligig Stage.
I'm Lauren Pate, here with William Seymour. We're going to talk about his music some today. You know, you just released an album called Quicksand.
Yes.
That was in April, right? Debuted right here, Whirligig Stage.
Right here. It was my first record, so it was some of the songs were pretty old. I just wanted to go ahead and put them out there so I could start moving ahead to the second record. It was 8 tracks. I recorded it here in Greenville with producer and engineer Kyle Barone. He mixed the whole thing, and we recorded at his studio.
I had the pleasure to sit down with Brian Burke not too long ago. He's another local musician. Yeah, he said that he actually covers one of your songs now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he said he had asked you about it. And
yeah, he did ask me if he could. I didn't know if he'd done it yet.
He told us that he started covering it. So how does that make you feel to have other local musicians really look up to you in that kind of a way that they want to be?
That's pretty cool. I think that's awesome because Brian's amazing. So for him to want to play with my songs, I'm definitely confident.
Where can we find your music?
My music's available anywhere. You can get it on, Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, iTunes. Probably already said that. And also, you can buy a physical copy for me at any of my shows.
Where can people follow you so that they can know where to see you out and about?
They can find me online, William Seymour, Instagram, Spotify, stuff like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Lauren Pate here at Whirligig Stage with William Seymour. Stay tuned. We've got some original music coming up.
With the mask mandate going into effect across the state of North Carolina, it can be hard to tell who you're talking to behind those face coverings. But one company has the fix. Check this out. In Belgium, a man has changed his business to share smiles. Quite literally, using a photo booth, software, and a mobile phone app, Charles de Bellefroid has created custom masks with your own face on them. Calls for his creations are soaring across the world, getting a lot of attention from people wanting fun ways to combat the coronavirus. In Pennsylvania, Corey Capelloni used running as a way to honor his 98-year-old grandmother's recovery from COVID-19. It's called Run for Ruth, where Capelloni ran 7 ultra marathons from Washington, D.C. all the way to his grandmother's nursing home window in Scranton, Pennsylvania. A grand total of 220 miles.
People who paved the way for us. Everything that we have today, they paved the way. They made the sacrifices to get us where we are. And now they're the ones who are the most vulnerable. They're the ones who are the most alone and scared. So I think it's just a way to give back to the people who helped us along the way.
The challenge raised $24,000 for the elderly who have been isolated during the pandemic. That's impressive. I like to run, but I don't know if my feet will carry me that far. For more positive stories to brighten your day, head over to WNCT.com and click on our live stream tab. Reporting on Feel Good Friday, I'm Kelsey O'Donnell.
The East has seen its share of destructive hurricanes, from Dorian to Florence, Michael to Irene, and Floyd. They've all had a serious impact on the East. And now it's a new hurricane season with new threats. And through it all, you can count on the WNCT-9 First Alert Weather Team to be here for you every day, every newscast, on air, online, and on our mobile app. Now downloading Week in Review.
Operation Gratitude is a nonprofit group dedicated to bridging the civilian service divide.
Shirese not only has a good handle on his studies, he already has a good idea of what he wants to do when he grows up.
I wanted to be like a news reporter.
Yeah.
Sparklers are a 4th of July favorite, but safety experts say these things don't belong in the hands of kids.
This is On the Square Restaurant. We're located in downtown Tarboro. We've been running this restaurant for 16 and a half years.
The aviation industry is taking off in the East.
A lot of jobs being created here across eastern North Carolina.
And that's evident at one particular fast-growing business at the North Carolina Global Transpark in Kinston.
This year, the university is focusing on scholarship funds and its multicultural center.
Okay. Karen Getman has been working with Emily for almost 2 years and knows firsthand the desire Emily has to be in a loving home.
WNCT.com, your one stop for local news and weather from across the East. Visit WNCT.com for details not in the newscast.
Yeah, where are you? We're here waiting for lunch. Hey, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download. Hold on just one second. Well, you went where? You went to Jacksonville to pick lunch up? Well, you just left like 30 minutes ago. Well, no, I get it. It's an awesome place that you're going, but I mean, you're not going to be back until, I mean, what, 2:30? Oh, there's traffic. Oh, so it's going to be like, so what I'm hearing is we probably need to figure out other lunch plans. Bryce, we're going to need to figure something else out. Okay, well, be safe getting back. I guess you can eat everything because it's probably going to be cold by the time you get back anyway, right? Well, be safe. Yep. Okay, we'll talk to you later. So he went to Jacksonville to pick lunch up. Yeah, that we're not going to have, no, yeah. Bryce, is that a thumbs up or a thumbs down? That's what I thought. However, we're going to adjust and we're going to adapt to our surroundings, and we'll probably just go grab lunch now elsewhere as opposed to sitting outside and eating it right here, right now. So we hope you have a great lunch. Quick note, we have one more week of shows left. Next Friday will be our season finale of the East Daily Download Season 1. So get ready for that. And get ready to have a great weekend right now. We will see you back here next week on all new editions of the East Daily Download. And I got to get on my app and look for something to order for lunch. And have a great weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.
Don't know what I was thinking. Never thought I could be this bad. I guess I may have been mistaken, 'cause you were the best thing that I'd ever had. You gave me everything that I wanted. You made me better. Couldn't give you what you needed, and for that you never understand. But I can't move on, take the blood from my arms. I started a war, then I lost my heart. But she said that everyone loves a sad song. So go ahead and write another sad song for everyone. For everyone.